one. La 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 la.
Then just drive around, see how far it takes you.
He's scratching himself.
He's like, how am I riding this car? Welcome back to Family Gamer TV. We're fresh, returned from New Zealand where we're visiting various tech and gaming companies. Now we took with us our 3DS, of course, but while we were out there, the Lego City Undercover, the Chase Returns game for 3DS came up for review. But happily, on the 3DS, there's a feature where you can not only buy these games in cartridge form, but you can also download them with a code or buying funds via the eShop store. So we did that while we were out there, connected to some mobile Wi-Fi, and got going with the game. Now, I have to report that actually this has been one of our favourite Lego games, and we were really keen, as you may have seen, on the Wii U version of Lego City Undercover. Just the way it offered an open world to explore, it made those really strong connections with physical, real-world Lego products, and sort of that joy of creating with bricks that my kids love. And on the 3DS, you get a game that takes those characters and the world of that Wii U game, but tells us the story of how Chase McCain became a police in that city to begin with. And it's really nice to see the sort of the origins of the world and of those characters on that technology. But perform in a very similar way to the Wii U game. So Ollie, you've played this on the Wii U, haven't you?
Yeah.
Do you prefer the Wii U one or do you prefer this one?
This one.
Do you prefer this one because we can have it on holiday, Ollie?
Yeah.
Because we can't take the Wii U one with us, can we?
No.
So I like the way that this is, unlike the other DS Lego games, this one's much more open world, so you can explore it and you can do side quests on your own. So at the minute, Ollie's doing the main quest, but he could go off and look for outfits, he could go and save civilians. Now the missions follow a story where we have Chase McCain first becoming a police officer and taking on various roles with those different outfits. And again, you unlock different areas of the world to explore as you go. And actually, the sort of the progress and the feel of the game was really close to that Wii U experience. But being able to have it on the go and be able to sort of snap the lid shut, pop it in your pocket, really felt like you were carrying around this whole sort of Lego experience while you were out on the road. And for our kids, while they didn't have access to their physical Legos to play while we were out in New Zealand, they seemed to really enjoy engaging with the game, the story and the characters. Now, perhaps one thing I would have liked to see on the game is for it to have been fully voiced in the storytelling like it is on the Wii U. On the 3DS, you get a little bit of voice, but largely you have to read the text, which meant our younger kids maybe didn't engage with the story quite as much as they could. And again, the load times are longer than we're used to on these 3DS games, particularly it being cartridge rather than disc-based. But apart from that, the game really, really impressed us. I think what it managed to do was to create that real sense of exploration and freedom and that sort of open world feel that other games like Grand Theft Auto and the Wii U version of Lego Undercover offers. Do you think this is better than the other Lego games, Tom?
I think the guys. Oh yeah, I think it's my favourite game.
But why?
That you can like drive the cars and you can steer them and stuff.
So the kids not only engage with the game in terms of the sort of the main missions, and you can always tell where to go next because there's a police badge on the map that takes you to the next part of the story, but you can also pick up the 3DS and use it like a scanner, like you did with the Wii U gamepad, to look around to see what other sort of side quests there are for the current characters you've got unlocked. But as well as that, they also seem to enjoy using the game world to make up their own games, make up their own ways of playing. So they had this challenge they created for themselves called safe driving, where they'd have to take one of the vehicles, jump in it, and then drive around the city without breaking any traffic laws. So stopping when the traffic lights are red, avoiding hitting any pedestrians, any other road users, staying on the right side of the road. Show me how you like to drive safely. Stop at the lights, do you?
Yeah. Oh.
Go through an orange light. I see, so you wait.
Yeah, it's quite hard. Sometimes the lights take quite a while to go green. Oops.
They spent probably about as much time doing this recently as they have actually sort of pursuing those main missions. Another of these games they seem to enjoy making up was something they called car surfing. And they discovered that if you take your little Lego character, stand it on just the right place on top of one of the cars, the car will actually start moving around the city, not knowing you're there. And in that way, you can sort of tour around the environments without having to actually sort of steer yourself. And by doing that, you had a great way of seeing what was on your scanner, because when you're near something that's a side mission, your scanner flashes. However, when you're in a car, you can't see that scanner bit flashing. But if you just do this car surfing feature, it means you can look around the city and still keep an eye on the scanner at the same time.
La 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 la. Tone that down. Here, this one. Wah. Two-tone. No, it isn't. Wah.
Go around the back.
But then they drive off.
Oh, tricky. This one here, this is perfect. This one.
Small one. La 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 la.
Then just drive around, see how far it takes you.
He's scratching himself.
He's like, how am I riding this car? So I think that's a testament to how close the 3DS game matches the Wii U's sense of the open world city to explore. And being able to snap that world shut, put it in your pocket, and head off on our travels around New Zealand to the next place we were going to was, I think, quite a magical experience. And particularly as they didn't have their Lego with them, so they couldn't play the physical blocks, they seemed to really enjoy having that in their pocket on the go. So if you've got young children, or if you're into that sort of open world experience where you're exploring and collecting items around the place, I'd really recommend Lego City Undercover. The Chase Begins on 3DS. And if you enjoyed the Wii U version, but you want to maybe play more of it on the go, or hear more about Chase McCain and that story, again, I think it's a really good option. So there you go, that's our first bit of news from our travels on New Zealand. We'll be back with more information about that, the things we got up to, and more reviews and previews about video games on Family Gamer TV soon.